Brett Voyage and welcome to the channel. Welcome to this one. This one, as the title says, is about how my Western brain has been rewired in Cambodia. It's not a bad thing, I'll explain, but it's definitely happened. Let's get on with it. Cool was that? That brings me on to traffic flow. When I first got to, especially countries that drove on the right hand side of the road and like southeastern countries, the traffic just made no sense to me. Coming from the western countries, coming from Australia, where we drove on the other side of the road, but it was a lot more set rules and a lot more penalties involved and a lot of like, it has to be done this way, that way. You come here and you realise there are rules. You drive on the right-hand side of the road, and there's roundabouts, traffic lights you stop at, but there's a flow here as well. Because there's so many people, I guess, in a small area, you see that there's a flow. I've explained this before, but I get it now after riding a bike here and observing and being in tuk-tuks and cars. You can see the flow now. From the outside Western world, it looks a bit confusing. But from in here, it makes sense. You can see the flow, people just observing others, just watching what's happening and melting into the flow. It's not like your typical roundabout where everybody stops. No, it's a flow and give and take, which is really a philosophy of Buddhist life anyway. So the traffic sort of follows, really, I guess, beliefs, doesn't it? Like it's not the hard and fast rule. It's give and take and a look out for others as well. You can see everybody's looking out. I've touched on this before, but now my brain is automatic to that. If I jump on the bike, I'm thinking right-hand side and I'm thinking who's moving where and giving way, even if that means sometimes moving to what would technically be the wrong side of the road. So I guess it's hard to put into words, but that's basically what it is. It's going with the flow, obeying being on the right-hand side, but then in some instances, depending on what's coming towards you, you could be moving left or right, depending on what's happening. And it all depends on the position where you are in the time. So I think that all makes sense now. It's not like the hard and fast rules, but there are rules involved, and that's how you flow. And now my brain gets that. I understand that now. Doesn't mean I'm perfect. There's still mistakes, but yeah, I can see that now. And my brain is rewired to moving over and being on the right-hand side of the road. Whereas before, if I felt uncomfortable, something was wrong, I would go left. But now, my brain's rewired to go right, and I'm even looking towards the right now. So that's clever, isn't it? Another rewiring achieved. Now, medication. Now recently, for the past week or so, I've had a bit of a cold. First cold in 5 years. And medication in the West or in Australia, you have to if you want your actual prescription medication, you have to go to the doctor, get that done, get about 3 months worth, and go back to the doctor, get that done, get a script and go. Whereas here, you can go to a pharmacy, pick up what you need. I got the things that I need for the cold, and I got some Panadol Fort because I was feeling bleh, and not a full-on temperature, but a little bit hot in the face. Took that, and now a week later I'm well on the way to recovery without having to go through a whole process. So it's faster and easier here. But the medication is handed out a little bit differently. Whereas we get the boxes with the course in there and everything, it's handed out from strips here. I think that makes it possibly a bit cheaper and more manageable, but it'll be in a bag with the pills in there, and then they'll explain to you how often you take it, and that's it, and off you go. But it is in a bag, so that took a little while to get used to, but I'm used to it now, and I've taken it, and I'm much better now. This is the first full video I've been able to film for about a week, really, because it was my throat was stuffed, but it's working. So yeah, the medication I'm used to here now, and the process of getting it. I'd have to say, really, like spiritually, yeah, I've changed. A lot of the Western stuff is like gone now. All that sort of stuff is sort of really filtered out. My main filter now is really Buddhism, which I suppose technically isn't a religion. It is a belief and a following, and yeah, I like that. I find I have more in common with that than what I was taught in the West and shown in the West. So that part of my brain has rewired. I wasn't overly religious anyway once I got older, and now, yeah, it's become like first nature. Instantly, I see that as being something that I'll continue in my life, and I still come to here, observe special days, and live by that law, by that rule, by those ideas. So that part of my brain has definitely been rewired. You probably are what you're immersed in is what you become. So wherever you are on this big planet, that will seep into your being. That will become into your nature. You're a product of your environment, I guess. And being here and regularly into Buddhist countries even before here, yeah, that's rewired now. So, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I found it more calming, better ideas on how to cope with life and what's going on. It's a good, healthy structure. So, yeah, that's been rewired. So I guess the bottom line is my Western filters are disintegrating, and this is what's left, which is normal. The one constant in life is change, so that's how it goes. Hey, thanks heaps for staying to the end of this one. Really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that subscribed, both years ago and right up until now. So hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, etc. And I'll catch you in the next one. Toodles.